Peggy, come and join us.
Good morning, Peggy.
Good morning.
Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you, all of you.
So Peggy, we're here today to celebrate the unveiling of a plaque to reflect a remarkable achievement for probably the Pier's biggest advocate and custodian of its preservation. In 1976, yourself and your husband Ron saw that there were some plans to close the pier after the fire, and along with some other volunteers established the Pier Society. You arranged regular meetings at the pier entrance to talk and gain support from visitors of the pier. You produced Save Southend Pier t-shirts and attended numerous ongoing council meetings, and they're still going on.
Really?
They are, yes, trust me, they are. And that was to put pressure on the council to keep the pier open. And after 4 years, you achieved a victory. So after that success, you and Ron had the concept of a pier museum to house exhibits and memories from the pier from its Victorian beginnings. 4 railway carriages obtained from the scrapyard and fully restored by Warren were the centre of the museum under the pier. And after years of hard work clearing out the former pier train workshops, a complete revamp of the building with all essential lighting, toilet, etc. installed, and the Pier Museum opened in 1989. Registering the museum as a charity, and all this as volunteers with your daughter Marie also running the museum and supporting the family passion for it. After 30 years, Peggy retired from the museum, but even after this I know has been contacted several times by people in the media interested in the history of Southend Pier. Permanent reminder to future generations of everything you've done. So we're just going to unveil this plaque, which is about yourself and the work you've done. Ladies and gentlemen, what we'd like to do now is we'd like to officially name our second train. So as many of you know, the first of the trains was named earlier this year, and while we are having some technical difficulties getting the trains fully in service, we wanted to take the opportunity of you being here, Peggy, and all of us together today to officially name the second train. So the name selected for the second train dates back to the man employed as the pierhead lightkeeper from 1871 to 1891, who then went on to be a councillor and alderman of the town. During his time as lightkeeper, he lived with his wife and daughters in a house at the head of the pier and was paid £1 per week to keep the navigation light burning at night by lowering it into his house as an aid to mariners out on the river. He received public recognition for his various services, including medals from the Royal Humane Society and the Royal National Lifeboat Institution, receiving the silver medal for rescuing a man from the capsized steam tug even, appropriately named Jubilee, on the night of the 2nd of November 1887. He was called from his bed and, without waiting to dress, lowered his boat, rowed to the casualty who was clinging to the upturned boat, and brought him to safety. He was also presented by the public with £50 and a clock for his courage in many a storm. He was on the town's regatta committee and the local representative of the Shipwrecked Mariners Society. He was elected a councillor and later an alderman in 1919. He was also on the pier committee and helped formulate the policy that kept the pier financially successful at that time. I'm sure that Peggy would know more stories about him. So the name of the person who's been chosen for the second train is William Bradley. So finally, Peggy, what we'd like to do for all you've done is to present you with this, which is a lifetime pass for free entry to the pier, and you can come as many times as you wish to.
Fed up with me.
You're always welcome, Peggy.
Thank you, all of you, so much.
Ron
would have loved it. We would have been the belle of the ball here.
What a great day for Southend to see the second train named. The William Bradley, after the first pierhead manager, who lived on the pier saved lives from the pier, and that went on to become a councillor and an alderman and look after the pier through the pier committee. It's brilliant to have his name on there alongside Sir David Amess. Today was also a great day because we honoured a lady who has been absolutely linked to the pier for many, many years, Peggy Dowie, and her husband Ron and her family, who rescued the pier after the fire of '76 and then put together the Pier Museum, which we now have today. Everybody can come and visit it. It's a wonderful open house of places and people that recognise the pier and what it stands for Southend.